Hello. Today I'm going to read about the symbolism of turtle or tortoise in dreams. I am Carla. I am a doctor for 23 years. I am the founder of Medicina Simbólica or Symbolism, which is a part where you analyze the symbolism of symptoms, patterns of symptoms and dreams. And how dreams can be a channel of information and cure. So today we're talking about turtle or tortoise, and that's not by any chance random, because I have been dreaming about tortoise for 2 nights consecutively. So I know it means something. I kind of know what that means, but I want to reinforce it on the book of symbols, which is the basis of our work here in Medicina Simbólica. Hundreds of millions of years are carried into the archaic form of Galapagos turtle. The dinosaur thickness of its bowed legs and wizened skin, the rugged, intricately patterned shell, able to bear 2,000 times its body weight and as heavy and beautiful as a stone. Dignified of bearing, paced and deliberate in its rituals, a tortoise may live to an exceptionally old age. Myths and legends depict it as Earth's immense antiquity, solidity and continuity and wisdom, or in its dome-like upper and flattened lower shell, comprising the totality of cosmos. Even in the rhythms that underlie the musical nature of the universe, mythically originate with the tortoise, since the Greek god Hermes fashioned the first of all lyres from a tortoise shell and gave it as a gift to golden Apollo. And Hermes is one of the fathers of medical school. He's the alchemist. Like other turtles, tortoises have been around at least 225 million years. A marine turtle that eons ago learned to live on land, the tortoise traded fins for short legs, and the plates or scales on its back gradually increased in size as a defense and grew together to form a hard, domed shell into which it can effectively retract its head, legs, and tail from predators. The tortoise uses its bladder as a reservoir for storing water, and by digging a trench inside the earthscapes, the blazing desert sun, or hibernates for months below the frost zone, oblivious to the ravages of cold and storm. Wow, it handles it all. Folk etymology attributes the names turtle and tortoise to the Latin Tartarus, or underworld, conveying the sense of Psyche's subterranean ground supporting all the ascending levels of life and consciousness. Wow. In Iroquois myth, tells how primordial water birds bring up bits of earth and place it on the back of tortoise floating on the surface of sea, and the earth grows and expands with the tortoise as the support force of its center. Von Franz told that, Marie von Franz, one of our guidance in here. In Hinduism, the world rests on the back of a tortoise as the tonic form of the creator and preserver Vishnu, Kashpaya. Old tortoise man, elder of elders, is lord and progenitor of all creatures. So ancient wisdom. China imagines the tortoise as mother of all the animals, while the alchemy, it signifies the primal matter to which the things of the spirit must be linked if they are to be incarnated. The image of the tortoise in its shell underground has a more sinister aspect. The hard, dark carapace of nature under which, in seasons of darkness and drought, life, growth, potential, creativity, and hope seem imprisoned. Yet the tortoise also evokes those meditative or introverted states in which, as process or protection, libido is withdrawn from the world in order to devote its heart or moisture to the interior. Well, look inside. Aquatic or semi-aquatic species of turtles remain at home in the sea or in rivers, lakes, ponds, or marshes. The marine turtle, the one that I dreamed, The marine turtle has a leathery flat shell and wide smooth flippers, which it moves like wings, allowing its agile, powerful swimmer to dive to great depths where it can remain for up to half an hour without surfacing for air. The turtle's capacity to descend into the dark, cold depths of the ocean inspire ambivalent fantasies of being carried and mediated by the spirit of the sea to nethermost regions of mystery and regeneration. Exactly what's going on. And also the terrifying prospect of being snapped up and pulled down into a devouring abyss of death or madness. Yet, on the hard shell of a sea turtle are carried in God's faust, the little Kabari, creative spirits and protectors of those who journey over the deep. It's the name of it. Male sea turtles never leave the sea, but females must in order to breed. They swim vast distances and underly find their way to the beaches where they can deposit their eggs in synchronization with the moon and tides. And the clutch can number as many as 200. Some turtles have found a solution to those predatory birds that wait for the hatchlings. Countless females lay their eggs on the same beach at the same time so that all the hatchlings emerge together and run for the sea in such multitudes as to confuse the birds and ensure that most of the new turtles survive. It's a mechanism of surviving that they get together. Mythic lore has associated the turtle, especially with the fertility and saggeness of the great goddess, the moist, shadowy, lunar qualities of Ing, in the primeval waters in which all things have their supported beginnings. Oh, this is so beautiful. And it has all to do with the phase I'm going through around here. Which not being easy, but anyways, I see that ancient motherly wisdom is with me and it's surfacing because it came from the sea to the sun in my dreams. And also it means ancestral shadows that have been possibly accessed at some point. So I'll see you in the next video.